Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're looking at an incredible story of resilience. It's really a blueprint drawn from one man's, well, shattering experience.
Yeah, we're talking about Lewis Bartelle. He went through a massive stroke recovery over 13 years and basically turned it into a guide for anyone facing a major life upheaval.
Okay, so not just stroke survivors. This is broader.
Absolutely. It's for anyone needing to pick up the pieces, but his specific story is the foundation. He was a top custom car audio installer, very successful.
Right, doing well. And
Then
you-
Sunday, October 7th, 2012, around 11:30 a.m., everything just stopped.
A ruptured brain aneurysm in the cerebellum.
Wow. The way he describes it in the source material?
Yeah.
It's intense. He calls the pain a 50 on a 1 to 10 scale, and this sharp POP inside his head.
Exactly, just sudden, overwhelming agony. He collapsed immediately, couldn't speak properly, just garbled sounds. He mentions this worm wiggle trying to crawl. It's brutal.
And that led straight into, what, weeks of unconsciousness?
6 weeks, yeah. An induced coma, sort of a foggy limbo state. Just unimaginable, really. So he wakes up, and the life he knew is completely gone.
Pretty much. He wakes up in a physical therapy room. There's a pink gait belt, a walker with arm stilts. A totally new reality.
And a long road ahead. He spent, what, 3.5 years in a wheelchair?
That's right, 3.5 years. Plus, he was dealing with dysarthria that makes speech incredibly difficult, slurred, and ataxia, which affects balance and coordination. Basic functions totally disrupted.
Okay, so hitting absolute rock bottom, neurologically speaking.
You could say that. And it was from that point, realizing standard recovery wasn't the whole picture, that he developed the ideas in his book Beyond Shattered.
The core idea being resilience is possible, but it takes a specific approach.
Exactly. It's tough, no doubt.
Yeah.
But the human spirit, as he puts it, is tougher. You just need the right framework, the right mindset.
And a key part of that mindset you mentioned is this idea of reconstruction versus replication.
Yeah.
Do you unpack that a bit? Why is that so important?
Well, because after a major trauma, like a stroke, especially with neurological changes, you can't just go back to being the person you were before. Trying to replicate the past it's setting yourself up for failure, really.
Because the operating system has changed fundamentally.
Precisely. So the goal has to be building something new, something functional for the now. Reconstruction. It requires taking ownership, putting in the work, the hustle, as he calls it.
Okay, so active rebuilding. And he used some specific tools for this. I remember reading about a puzzle.
Yeah, the puzzle metaphor is huge for him. He used a 1,000-piece puzzle during occupational therapy. It wasn't just passing time. It was like targeted therapy.
How so?
It forced his brain and fine motor skills to work together, reconnecting pathways piece by piece. Each click was a small win against the ataxia,
Yeah.
A tangible bit of progress.
That makes sense. Tangible wins. And he paired that with SMART goals.
Right. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. Because learn to walk again is overwhelming. But maybe stand unassisted for 10 seconds. That's a SMART goal. You break it down.
Small steps, big reconstruction. And what about the mental side? The exhaustion, the fog.
He talks about using S.N.A.P.s, short naps, almost like mini meditations during the day, just brief resets to manage energy and fight that brain fog. It's about managing your resources actively.
So now, having gone through all this, he mentors others.
Yeah, he's a stroke mentor. He shares everything, the dysarthria struggles, the ataxia, even the physical reminder, his 8-inch craniotomy scar. It's about showing people they aren't alone, offering hope, guidance.
That's powerful. And the book itself, Beyond Shattered, it's meant to be interactive.
Very much so. It includes blank pages, sections designed like puzzle pieces for you, the reader, to document your own journey. It becomes a personal tool, a mosaic of your own resilience.
So it's not just his story, it's a template for yours.
Exactly. It reinforces that shattering isn't the end. It's a beginning, potentially a stronger one, if you own the reconstruction.
Okay, so for anyone listening, maybe you haven't had an aneurysm, but you're facing a career crash, a relationship ending, something that feels shattering. What's the key takeaway?
I think it's that core idea. Don't fight to glue the old pieces back together perfectly. Accept that you need a new design. Reconstruct. Build forward.
Find those small, measurable victories, like the puzzle pieces.
Right. The effort today, even tiny efforts, builds the strength for tomorrow's reconstruction. That's the blueprint. The book, Beyond Shattered, is available on Amazon if you want to start piecing your own life back together.